Okay guys, just a quick little tip here. I'm not going to show you how to remove the whole transmission because if you're at this point, you should already know how to do that. But if you're removing a transmission on one of these Tacomas, you probably got to the point where you have to pull the torque converter bolts out and you don't even know what the hell to do because that's what happened to us. Um, so first off, you want to pull the starter out. You're going to have to do that, but unfortunately, there's not going to be enough room through that starter hole to pull your torque converter bolts out. What you're going to have to do is remove the rack and pinion. Um, so rack and pinion is fairly simple. You've got your outer tie rod ends there. You want to bust those off of each side. Then you want to pull your steer link, which is going to be on the driver's side. You pull that off. Then you have these four mounting bolts here. You can see there's a stud here and then a bolt up top, and then on this side it's the opposite. You have a stud up top and then a bolt on the bottom. You pull those. You're also going to need to pull your lines and just remove your whole rack and pinion all together. It sounds like a pain in the butt, but it's actually not that bad. And as you can see here, you don't have a whole lot of room still, but you absolutely do have plenty of room to get up here and access your torque converter bolts. So that's the best way to do that. And then the other thing that we have found here, obviously you're going to have to rotate your crank and you're going to have to hold it. So in here you can get a pipe wrench or something on the harmonic balancer, but you're probably going to booger up your belt. There is a center bolt in here, but there's not enough room between the fan to get a socket and a ratchet on it. So go from the alternator here, and you want to get on that big alternator nut and you could turn the alternator. If that slips, you should be able to tension up your alternator belt enough to where you can start turning your crank pulley. So that's that. I don't see any other way. There's other people out there who say remove the motor and all kinds of crazy stuff, but honestly that's craziness. Just pull your rack and pinion and it will give you just enough room to access your torque converter bolts. As far as the rest of the tranny removal, um, if you're here, then I shouldn't have to explain that to you. So that's that.